You guys, welcome back to King Ols, and yes, I'm now here for my Robert Whittaker versus Paulo Costa fight prediction now for you guys. This fight is, of course, the co-main event to UFC 98, and yeah, honestly, I can't wait for this fight. I feel like it is an interesting one, to be fair, but I do feel like Robert Whittaker will most likely end up winning this fight. Let's be real. Definitely the more skilled guy overall. I feel like, his quickness could be a bit too much for Paulo Costa. And yeah, let's be real. How much does Paulo Costa actually want this now? To be fair, honestly, does he even want to be there? That's the question. I feel like Paulo Costa's just in it for the paycheck now. And let's be honest with you, there's been so much controversy going on with him. Of course, like not wanting to around the UFC. He's obviously, been sabotaging events, not taking fights, and just pulling out of them. There's been so much going on with Paulo Costa recently. And it's like, does he even want to be there anymore? And now it's like he's been forced into fight Whittaker. Otherwise, he is going to get cut from the UFC basically. And yeah, he'll completely be out of a job and won't be able to get his paycheck. So it's clear. I feel like he's being forced into this fight, and honestly, I'm not even sure if he wants it anymore. To be honest with you, so I feel like that's going to be playing a factor into this fight. I feel like the hunger will be with Whittaker. He's obviously coming off a loss to Dricus du Plessis, so look, Whittaker's going to want to really be getting his own back here, and he's going to want to. He's going to be really hungry to get this win. And I don't think Paulo Costa will be as hungry as Whittaker is. And I don't think he'll want it as much. Overall, breaking down the fight now, I feel like, let's be real. Whittaker's the way more skilled guy. And I feel like, Paulo Costa's going to be walking onto that jab all night. I feel like Paulo Costa leaves himself way too open. And there's no head movement from him either. So he's going to be there. For Whittaker just to jab his head off, really. To be honest with you, I don't think it's going to be too hard for Whittaker at all. I feel like Whittaker's going to be mixing it up really well, better than what Costa will be. And, Whittaker's got that quickness as well. I do think that Paulo Costa, he has got good body kicks. He has got good leg kicks. But and to be fair, I don't think Whittaker checks leg kicks too well. So you never know, that could put that could put something into Paulo's cost into Paulo Costa's favor. But overall, I don't think it will play too much of a factor. I feel like Whittaker is going to be way too quick for him overall, and let's be real, Costa doesn't really have too much striking defense. He doesn't have great defense, if we're being honest with you. And he leaves himself square on. He's just going to be walking into it. He leaves himself far too open, in my opinion. And yeah, I just feel like Whittaker is just an all wrong stylistic matchup for Paulo Costa. To be fair, Whittaker's got all the tools to be able to beat him. To be honest with you, I just feel like Whittaker's going to mix it up a lot. He's going to mix in a lot of head kicks, in my opinion. Whittaker, I feel like both guys are really going to be trying to go for their leg kicks a lot in this fight, in my opinion. They're going to try and really break down each other's legs, but I just see Whittaker being able to get the better of Costa there. He's going to be quicker, and I feel like Whittaker's going to be beating Costa to the punch. I honestly do. I mean, we saw Marvin Vettori be able to outstrike Costa, and we saw what Whittaker was able to do for against Marvin Vettori. I know it doesn't fully work like that, but let's be real. I do feel like that, taking that into effect. I feel like it shows the skill level. Basically, what I'm trying to say, it shows the skill level of striking, and Whittaker is far above Costa, in my opinion. He really is. Costa has got a good chin, though, saying that. He does leave himself open. And let's be real, Whittaker hasn't KO'd anyone since 2017. So, the power of Whittaker's not really there. He is really quick, though, Whittaker. And I do feel like, as well, I do think Paulo's definitely the harder hitter here. And, you never know where's Whittaker's chin at after being knocked out by Dricus. Could that play a factor? Like Whittaker's chin might be not what it was. Like, you never know. I feel like it's going to be interesting. But to be fair, after Costa's last performance against Luke Rockhold, I don't trust him. I don't trust him striking with Robert Whittaker whatsoever, to be fair. And I mean, looking really reckless against Luke Rockhold and still winning. I still feel like that's worse than losing to Dricus, because Dricus is the champ, of course. Even though Paulo won, but he looked ridiculously reckless, and he's shown that his striking's nowhere near the level of Whittaker's, and I feel like Whittaker's got much better defense than Costa. Whittaker actually, thinks a lot better with his work, and I feel like he can make Costa quite hesitant, especially when I feel like Whittaker's going to be able to counter Costa a lot, and he's going to be catching him a lot with that jab, in my opinion. Costa's going to be walking into that a lot all night. But, I mean, it will be interesting to see if Costa will be able to close the distance on Whittaker, and then we'll see where we could be at there. But no, I feel like Whittaker's going to be able to keep him at bay with the jab. I feel like Whittaker's going to be throwing a lot of leg kicks, beating Costa to it. And yeah, overall, I just see Whittaker be able to school Costa, because, again, as I was saying, I just don't know if Costa actually wants it. I do feel like Costa could get embarrassed in this one, in my opinion, and really badly schooled. I feel like there's a possibility this could be, it could be a similar fight to how the Vettori and Whittaker fight went. Honestly, I do think it could be. But I do feel like there is. Look, going into this fight though, and what I was thinking for Vettori going into the Whittaker fight, I have more confidence that Paulo Costa could be able to pull something off than what I thought when Marvin Vettori was going into the fight with Robert Whittaker though. But still though, Whittaker's winning this fight. I don't really see him losing it. To be fair, but I mean, people might be questioning Whittaker's chin now. Where's he going to be at after coming off that loss? But I also don't think Paulo Costa's confidence is in the best of places either just after his performances. And why is he not taking these fights? Why is he being such a pain in the backside? That's the thing. But yeah, I feel like Whittaker will be able to gain his confidence back here, and I feel like Whittaker will get the win and be able to put himself back into the mix. Honestly, I just feel like Dricus caught Whittaker on his worst night. That is why I honestly think that Dricus caught Whittaker on his worst night, caught him with a good shot, and was just able to finish him. But I feel like Whittaker's gonna be looking a lot better here. He's gonna be looking a lot better here, in my opinion, and he's going to put himself back into the mix. I just feel like he's just gonna make it look easy over Paulo Costa. To be fair, I just feel like Paulo Costa's gonna be making himself look stupid as well. Costa's gonna look a bit hesitant, and he's just gonna be walking into that jab a lot. I just feel like Whittaker's just going to be able to school Costa, to be fair. But yeah, look, we'll have to see. You never know. Thanks for watching this video, KLs. Speak to you on the next one. Thanks for watching.